everyone, Melody here from the Sweet Home Chamber of Commerce. I am with Ray Towery, City Manager for City of Sweet Home.
How you doing?
Today we are announcing the winners for our Storefront Refresh Contest. Can you tell us a little bit about that, Ray?
Yeah. So a while ago, several weeks ago, we found out that we were a finalist for a business relocation. And so in an effort to put our best foot forward for a potential visitation, we called the Chamber and Melody and asked about getting the word out for people to help us put our best foot forward in cleaning their storefronts and getting rid of moss and weeds and stuff and making things look good and fresh. So we sponsored a contest. Don't really have any news on follow-up for that. Sometimes in these situations, people come and they tell you they're coming, and sometimes they just come and they don't tell you that they're going to be there. So at this point we don't really know, but what I can share is we've actually had additional nibbles, so to speak, on our hook, and we've had a couple of businesses tell us, relocation experts, consultants tell us that we've been a finalist. So people are definitely looking to relocate to our community. We have a ton to offer, especially on beautiful days like today. And just keep it up and let's try and keep downtown looking good and as clean and green and beautiful as we can.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you, Ray. That's big news for Sweet Home. So what would this do for our local economy here, for our families, our community?
Yeah, so it's funny how these things work because they're very, very secretive. So like they give them cool code names. So one time I've been involved in a whole year, it was all the projects were named after bands from the 70s.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's kind of a cool little nifty thing. So you never know who you're dealing with. They just tell you what the requirements are and then what the outcomes could be. So a lot of times it's, how much power they're going to use, how much water they need, what their water discharge levels are going to be. And then if you can meet those criteria and you have the land that they need or the buildings they need, then sometimes you can make that finalist list and then they come visit. So in this instance, it was actually a couple of varied companies. One would have been a lot of jobs, the other not a lot of jobs. We were talking a couple hundred jobs probably on the one and probably fewer than 100 on the other.
Okay.
So exciting, would have been great for the community, would have been good for everybody, and they were clean industry, which would have been really nice to have. So we're still keeping our fingers crossed and working with the people at Business Oregon to find out what we need to do and if we aren't going to get that nod, what can we do better next time?
It's great, Ray. Thank you and the City of Sweet Home for being on the community side and doing what you can to bring growth and really vitalize the community.
Yeah, no, it's a fun job and Sweet Home just has so much to offer and we just want to see good growth. Growth is inevitable. We're going to grow, but what can we do to bring in positive growth? Again, we don't want negative aspects of industry that can come in, so we try to be somewhat selective, but we have a lot going for us and appreciate the Chamber and your help in getting the word out.
Yeah. Well, that brings us to a very exciting announcement. There were a few things that we were looking for. Window decorations is one of them, freshening up the window displays, but also really cleaning the moss out of the cracks of the sidewalk, maybe pressure washing the siding, doing some gardening, fresh paint, really just an all-over refresh, good spring cleaning. And so the businesses who met that criteria, it's so hard to place them. I know the prizes were $500 for first place, $400 for second, $300 for third, $200 for fourth, and $100 for fifth. And it was really hard to place them in order because these 5 businesses did a great job. But I have to choose.
You do.
So that being said, first place is going to go to Lily's and Lovely's.
Hey.
Second place, The Woods Roadhouse.
All right.
Third place, Sweet Things Boutique.
Great.
Fourth, Trash to Treasure. And fifth place, The New Era.
All right. Nice job, guys.
Thank you to everyone.